Guys, I want to talk to you today a little bit because I have some time and I'm on the road. I want to talk about how you become poor, okay? I've been poor, I've been rich, I've been everything in between. And believe me, being poor is no fun whatsoever, and I'm sure I don't have to tell you that. So this is how you become poor. Number one, you don't make enough money, okay? You don't make enough money in what you're doing. So I can remember when the world hit a recession in '08, I think it was, and things were bad everywhere, and it didn't affect me all that much. It was like, it's really not that much different than every day of my life. Maybe it affected Wall Street, but it didn't affect me, but not too much anyway. But the one thing I did notice when the recession hit was there was no landscaping to be had. Nobody was landscaping. The only work we had coming in was the lawn care because they grew every week and they had to get it done. That's the importance, I thought, of keeping more than one egg in your basket, So we had the landscaping in there and we had the lawn care in there. But to try to stay focused on this, first off, you're not making enough money. So, but when people do, the money they do make, they don't save it, okay? So that's another big problem with everybody. When you make that money, you should hang on to that money, and then you need to invest that money. Okay, so let's talk about those. So first off is earning the money. If you're not making enough money, then you have to change some things around to get you to do that. There's only so much you can do in your business to be lean and mean. You've already got the best fuel vehicles like this van that we're driving in right now. For the mosquito police thing. We get 24 miles to the gallon. It's the best one we can find out there that will still carry our water tanks and our supplies and have everything in-house. So we make ourselves as efficient as possible. But there's only so much of that you can do. The other thing has to do with your pricing, okay? So if you only have a few customers, if you only have 40 or 50 customers, and you say, okay, well then I need to charge more, so I'm going to jack the price up on them. Well, you have to know that this year, this is 2022, this is a great year to raise your prices, which you should be doing, because everyone expects it this year. What I have done in my business is I have raised them incrementally. Every year I'll raise them a little bit, because I know inflation goes up typically around 3-4% every year. So I try to raise, a couple of bucks every year. And, so people don't see a big hit. Like if I'm charging them $40 to mow a lawn, then maybe next year it'll be $43 or $42.50 or something like that. It'll be somewhere in that range, right? And I just consistently try to stay with the inflation part of it. Now the other part of that is you got to get customers in, right? So you got to do all your marketing to get more and more customers in. How do you do that? You market your ass off. You hustle all the time. All right. So let's say you solve that problem, and now you've earned the money. Now it's a matter of saving the money. Here's how you save the money. You don't give it to Uncle Sam. That's how you save the money. So I'm going to do a video on this coming up next about that. But I will tell you that's how once you make the money, figure out how to make the money. Now you figure out how to save it. And what does that mean? That means invest in things and check out some of my other videos on this. I talk about it a lot, about investing in your own business. Buy a new mower, buy a new truck, a new trailer, buy whatever you need to do so you don't have to give that money to Uncle Sam. And I'll explain that in the next video coming up, as a matter of fact, because it's that important. So the next thing is is saving your money, right? Saving your money is going to get you broke, and here's how it's going to get you broke. Let's say you have $10,000 that you put in the bank, right? And inflation, like right now, it's probably around 10%, which is ridiculous, or more. All right, so inflation, let's say you put 10 grand in the bank, you just lost a tenth of that, 10%, because inflation rose 10%. You lost that, now that's only worth $9,000. If inflation stays going the way it's going and you lose 10% every year you're going to lose another 1,000, another 1,000, another 1,000 until you go to zero, until you go to nothing. Okay, that's what I mean by saving that money. You have to invest it into something, and I'm going to get into that in a little bit. So those are the things that are going to make you poor. If you don't A, earn enough money, B, you got to learn to save the money, and C, you got to learn to invest your money. All right, you don't do those things, and if you're not good with money and you spend it on shit that you don't need, you're going to be broke your whole life, right? So, you guys pay attention to that. Catch the next video. I'm going to go more in depth on that one. Thanks for watching.